In this particular subject, we are having 5 units. Before knowing about the syllabus, first we should know what is the course objective, why we have to study this subject. Once we study this subject for this particular semester, what we can able to do with this subject, that is course outcomes. So before knowing about the syllabus, first we should know why we are studying and what is the application that we can able to do in the business through managerial economics. There are three objectives. Number one is we should study the concept of basic principle in managerial economics. There are five fundamental principles like incremental principle, opportunity cost principle, least margin, discounting principle, like that. So first we should know what are the basic principles involved in the managerial economics. The second objective is with a different analysis, demand analysis, cost analysis, production analysis, market structure, and how we have to take a decision. So those five. If I just mention to gain the knowledge on optimal pricing strategy, how we have to forecast demand not only for the existing product but also for the new product. Then how we have to take a investment decision, whether we have to make or buy. Like that, all these things that we should study. After knowing the basic principle and concept involved in managed economics, to analyze how to incorporate the managerial economics tools in global perspective. So the third objective is how we have to apply these the techniques and tools in the global process. The three objectives. First, we should study about the basic principles. Second, we know how to gain knowledge about the factors of manage economics. Finally, how we have to analyze in a global level. So, in order to achieve these objectives, once we study for 50 classes, at the end of the semester, a student must be able to uh, perform. First, we should know how to define the basic elements and he is be familiar with the product life cycle and you can able to forecast demand for a particular product. It may be new product or it may be existing product and we will be very familiar with the themes of economic that what to do, why to do, how to do, when to do all these productions that we can able to. Then a student can able to frame the not only the production function but also the cost function, and we have a good knowledge about the market structure, and we can able to relate the input output decision. And that is how the raw material is converted into final product. Raw material is the input, final product is the output. What is in between that? That is a production process. And there are different theories like economic theory, behavior theory, management economic theory. So these theories will be familiar. So in a given situation, a person can be able to take a decision once you complete this particular subject in this semester. So these are other things that we framed as a course outcome. Once we know the objectives and the course outcome, now let's go to the what are the topics involved in this particular syllabus. Like other subjects, here also there are 5 different units. In the very first unit, you will study about the basics of managed economics, like the definition, nature, scope, fundamental concepts. Using all these things, we will study one theory called risk and uncertainty theory. Once we know the basics of managed economics and risk and uncertainty theory, we can apply the optimization technique. Optimization technique in the sense it is how to maximize or how to minimize. Maximizing means for sales or profit. Uh, these are all to be maximized. For minimization, cost minimization, labor hour minimization, machine hour minimization. So these are all minimization. So we should know both sides. For that, we have two different models called profit maximization model and sales maximization model. Normal sales maximization model is included. And finally, we should know how to have a least cost combination of factors of production. There are 4 factors of production: man, labor, capital. We should know the least cost combination. So these are all the topics included in the unit 1. Once we know the basics of this particular thing, the next step is to analyze about the demand analysis. In this demand analysis, you should link the demand with the other factors of business like price, income, competitive product, substitutes, advertisement, material, time. So when you start relating, then it is a demand analysis. The very first thing is law of demand. That is how the demand is related to price. That's the inverse relation. We used to call it as law of demand. Then once we know what is the link between demand and the price, law of demand, then we can move to the elasticity of demand, price elasticity, income elasticity, cross elasticity, advertisement elasticity, like different elasticities we can say. Once we know the law of demand and elasticity demand, the next stage is to forecast the demand. Why we have to forecast? Once you know the demand, then only we can able to produce. How much we have to produce, what to produce, or whom to produce, we should know. In that particular demand forecasting, we may have different types of demand forecasting, different methods of demand forecasting, like survey method, statistical method. And that one application oriented, how we have projected, trend projection method, I will be more important. And one more method called least square method. So apart from all these things, we can have what is the importance of demand forecast. We can list out the uses and can list out the limitation. So in the second unit, all demand related topics are included. Demand analysis, law of demand, elasticity of demand, demand forecasting, and uses limitation of demand. These are the solutions in the second unit. Coming to the third unit, here we are taking decisions related with the input output. Input is a raw material, output is a finished product. How it is input? It is nothing but the production. How to construct the production function, and what are all the factors of production? How the cost and the production is helpful to take a managerial decision making. For that, we are studying one production function called hope, that is production function. Then two theories called the law of variable proportion and law of return to scale. Once we complete the production side, then we have to complete the cost side also. You should know how the cost is related with the output, not only in the short run, but also in the long run. So cost output relationship in a short run and cost output relationship in a long run. Once we complete the production analysis and cost analysis, we should know what are the advantages and disadvantages while we are moving to the latter stage. List of advantages is economies of scale. List of disadvantages is diseconomies of scale. So the third unit includes production analysis, cost analysis, and economies of scale. First unit, we are having the basic concept in management economics. The second unit about the demand analysis, like law of demand, elasticity of demand. The third unit, we are having production analysis, cost analysis, and economies of scale. After knowing the demand, production, and cost, the next one is to you have to fix the price and you have to capture the market. So the fourth unit related with the price output decisions. For that, we should know different type of market. There are two different competition. One is called perfect competition, another one is called imperfect competition. Perfect competition means there's a list of features and there will be equality of the price and equality of identical for all these things. Imperfect means any one of the features will not be followed, then it is imperfect. Imperfect market includes monopoly, duopoly, monopolistic, oligopoly, all these things are imperfect market. In this, we have some the case study will be there in the duopoly pricing strategy and pattern. And we should know how to maximize the product. For that, we have to study the equilibrium conditions, and we should know who are all the price searchers and patterns. And we have the oligopoly market as CC model, that is price visibility, how to calculate price visibility. For that, we are having a new concept called synchronous demand curve. And to some extent, at the advanced pricing and auction also will be studied in this unit. So as far as this fourth unit is concerned, we are studying the market structure, product life cycle products, and different type of market sectors for price and output determination. In the last unit, we are studying theories. There are three different theories for the firm. One is called economic theory of firm. Second one is behavioral theory of firm, and third one is managerial theory of firm. So in each unit, there will be two theories. So these 6 theories we have to study. After studying this theory, we have to study about the profit analysis. Profit analysis, first we should know what is the break-even analysis, which is the break-even point. no profit, no loss. Then how to construct the break-even chart? What is safety margin? What is targeted profit? And how the fixed cost is different from variable cost? What is capacity? All these things coming into this particular. So one application-oriented game theory. In this, 2% zero sum game, one case study. So this is the portion that we have as far as managerial economics concerned. Now let's move to the actual portion. Before starting that particular book, we should study why we are doing this integrated interview. For that, this managerial economics, how it is related. I want to connect it. Why? Because once you know the value of this subject, then the rest of the thing will happen automatically. You will score high marks and you will be more interested in all the subjects. For your sake, I'm just saying, what are the subjects that you will study in this course, in this management course? I'm just listing out. One is called uh, decision making group. How the factors of production used for producing the goods, input output analysis, then materials management, then production management, and customer relationship management, supply chain management, consumer management, then marketing management, human resource management. These are all the subjects. Am I right? These are all the management topics that you have to study. Are you there, my dear children? No one is there. Let me check.
Yes, sir, we are there, sir.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Now, now you all the students should get ready. You have to type in the chat box. The question is very simple. This is my question. What is the question? All of you kindly type any three words which have three letters. ACT continuous. I have given the example. Action. This prefix. Reaction. It is in the middle. And enact. It is in the suffix. So likewise, you can write any. Not necessary that it should be a middle or it may be all three words in prefix or all three words in suffix, but you should write any three words. You start typing in the chat box. Are you ready?
yes, sir.
Proactive. Fantastic word. Super. Sriram, very good.
Thank you, sir.
Any other book? All of you, please say any three words. What about the rest of the people? Hey, cycle research. I'm asking ACT. ACT should be there in the word. Interactive. Super. Who is that? Marsh. What is your name? Then Sanjay. Inactive. Oh, good. Come on. Can type. Attractive. Actuality. Factor. Activate. Contract. Super. Who is that? Activity. Attraction. What about others? Only those 5 or 6 are keep on typing. What about the rest of the 10? Activation. Transaction. Super. Nice. Nice word. Action. Already I have given.
Actuation.
You can write. Whichever word you exact. Very good. Only this much word you can. Come on. You can. Active. Enact. Active. That's a repetition of words. Yes, Vicky, you raise your hand. You can unmute and you can talk. Vicky, shall I say a few words? Actually, you can unmute and you can talk with me. No need to it's an interactive class. Shall I say a few words?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So, what is my first word is manufacture. Have you heard this word?
Yes, sir.
So, as a management student, whenever people are asking a word with the ACT means you should say this word only. Manufacture. Why? Because just see around light, fan, cell phone, system, pen, your shirt button, everything is manufactured. Without this action, nothing will happen. The world cannot survive. Imagine there is no manufacturer. The human being will get back to the stories. I hope you understand. The best word in the management discipline is manufacturing. This only this subject is clear. For manufacturing, we need four factors of production: land, labor, capital, and organization. So the factors of production is the next best word that we can use. You may ask, by using this land, labor, capital, and organization, we are manufacturing. Where we have to manufacture, the third best word is factory. ACTORY. We are using the land, labor, capital, and organization in order to manufacture in the place factory. What is the purpose? In order to transact with the customer. Transaction. Some student have typed this the transaction. Transaction is the fourth best word for management school. For this particular transaction, we have to supply the manufactured good produced in the factory through transaction up to the satisfaction of the customer. What is the spelling? SATISEFACTION. So up to the satisfaction we should supply. For that we need resource where you can get through your contact. CONTACT. How you have to do the business legally? For that should be some bonding should be there. That is called contract. Contract Act 1872. Once we complete the transaction and we are supplying the need of the customer, and we should know whether he is satisfied or not, we have to check. So we should do the impact. You have to get the feedback from that. For that, we should maintain record called abstract, financial accounts, management accounts. For all these things, we should have an interaction. Without interaction, nothing will happen. Interaction, basically, is there. All these things should be practiced. Business administration and management. Now imagine I have listed 10 to 12 words. It's nothing but your course. What are the things? Material management, production management, human resource management, marketing management, supply chain management. All these management coming under this act word. Shall I show? See the words. The first word is factors of production. ACT is there. Why? In order to take a decision in the business. We have to manufacture. For that, we have to study one subject called materials management, because it is dealing with the material handling like raw materials, semi-finished or finished product. Once you study the material management, the next best subject is production management, the place that we have. In this production management, you used to study about the production process, production layouts, and different types of industries and production function. All these things you used to study in the production management. Once you complete that particular thing, then you have to work for up to the satisfaction of the customer, like Six Sigma, total quality management, supply chain management. These subjects dealing with the quality control measures and from the production process to distribution process. Then one more word I have said called transact. It is nothing but marketing management. We are dealing with the stakeholders like suppliers, distributors, customers. So all these things studied in the marketing management. The next word I said is contact. It is nothing but human resource management. It is dealing with not only with the customer but also with the employees and related people with the business. And contract, I have already told, Indian Contract Act 1872. In this, we are dealing with the legal issues and other statuses. What is offer, what is acceptance, what is consideration, what is minor contract, what is sale of goods act. Chapter 7 is the sale of goods act. So apart from that, we have to study the impact of the business, so it is a strategic management. For that, we have to study different legislation like Industrial Development Act, Industrial Dispute Act, Essential Commodities Act, Gratuity Act, and all these things coming into that. So for that, there should be some legal binding, legal system of the business we have studied. What is the government affairs? How we have to register a company? How to prepare the memorandum and articles of association? How to prepare the prospectus? How to file the returns? All these things we used to study that. And all these things should be recorded. For that, we are studying two subjects called financial accounts. The another one is management accounts. It is nothing but bookkeeping accounts for the purpose of auditing, which include both financial and management. Even corporate accounts will be here as an elective basis. And for all these things, we need an interaction called customer relationship management. These 12 words should be practiced here also. Business organization is practice. So the scope of managed economics with the 13 keywords. What are 13 keywords? One is factors of production, factors, satisfaction, transact, contact, contract, impact, enact, act, abstract, interact, and practice. It's nothing but the 13 major subjects of your integrated MBA. For factors of production, how to take a decision. Manufacturing, materials management, factory, production management, satisfaction, supply chain management, total quality management, transact, marketing management, contact, human resource management. Contract is Indian Contract Act. Impact, statistic management. Enact, your Industrial Dispute Act. And other legal abstract is financial accounts, management accounts, and corporate accounts. Interact, customer relationship management, and business communication. Practice is nothing but business organization and management. So once you study the management economics, you have the interest over the course and you will perform in all other subjects. It may be you may think that economics is a theory, but one thing you should understand, economics is mother of all subjects. From that economics only the management, commerce, and other legal subjects are extracted. If you are strong in economics, then you will be strong in management. Even why we are doing different courses like management, BCom, BBA, BSc, all things, in order to improve your economic status only. All the courses finally target with the economic status. So understand the importance of this particular subject. It's a very easy subject. Only thing is you should show more interest, nothing more than that. So what is the scope of management economics? It's nothing but your course. So get interest with this subject, and the next class, before that, you just type your name and the phone number, because in your WhatsApp, if people are having nickname, I'm not able to know the second. So type your name and phone number for attendance purpose. Thank you.